Quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed.
There he goes, left side. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Down the left sideline. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards on the ground. On first down, they go with Jacobs again.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. He was creeping up toward 200 yards. Thought he was going to get there. Didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt to the backfield. And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
Ready?
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Burrow will throw. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This defense for the Packers, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. And in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about that? Read man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Taking it about the 16. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
We're just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. The Packers at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. You talk about this Bengals defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent. Trying to run through with Jacobs. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that we don't have a chance to win this game.
Now this one complete on the slant route. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
11 empty, 11 mighty.
On first and 10, here's Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
11 empty.
After
11
the
empty.
incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
11 Thomas. 12, 12, 12, 12.
An inside give, Brown. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He'll field this at the 5. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man.
It's Reed, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now a give to Jacobs running right. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Five yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Flushed out right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Burrow looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. First down now, but that clock rolling. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Open man is Yoshivas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. To the air again, Burrow. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd down, Burrow throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Flush to his right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
One, ready?
Now it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now it's Burrow. Looking middle, and that's complete. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, force the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Packers now to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. On the ground, Now Jacobs will get the third quarter started. Down the left sideline. He's on his way. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Bengals 10. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
Here we go.
32-yard line.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Packers' 29-yard line.
They're blitzing, coming after Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Play action. It's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Now this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
Second down and inches. They'll roll him out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. My goodness, 225 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
On second down, Jacobs. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32, a play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
11 Thomas.
They'll look to throw. Finding space at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row. First down.
Here we go.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. And he's going to go down again. Quay Walker make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. He'll buy some time right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Gun.
That's good.
Gun.
For a Bengals
11. 12. 11.
First down. Here's Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Burrow will throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. On second down, here's Burrow. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Aiden Hutchinson, his second sack of the night. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's still on his feet. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
You took them. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
Get it. Ready.
Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel.
don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man open, it's Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll get this up across the 30-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Burrow on play action. This one complete to Yoshivas. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. A quick throw there is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here we go. 12.
They'll try and run for it with Brown. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
60 Vikings, 6-2.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Drop 60.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.